Okay, this is part two. We went out somehow, some way, but let's continue. The same what applied to part one applies to part two as far as the authority, etc., etc. Again, this is uh, the Moorish Oracle with your host Lateef Obadike ill, and I guess I say it again. The authority. Uh, I am Chief Justice Durand at Murrell Bay in capitis diminutio nolo in red ink and proprio persona su juris in proprio solo and in proprio heredes. Okay. The Moorish American nationals are the authority on the land. So I want us to tap in to the energy. Take a moment to tap in, and I want to do this each time I come on to do the Moorish Oracle. Gonna tap in. Through tapping in, we're gonna get into the cards. Okay. All right. So we're gonna take a moment to tap in. Okay. Uh, I'll try and see if something comes to me. Uh, hmm, I can't say it yet. I won't get caught up in what I see because we see all kind of things when we close. Shapes, forms, figures. If something come clear, but it wasn't quite clear. So we'll go. Now the purpose of that is to tap in to see if spirit got a message, for us. And what we can do is now, based on that energy, what I would do, let me hit this deck right here and see what the message is. We'll start out like that, one card, whatever first fall out. Let's do it like that, just in case there is a message and it can manifest. I don't want to miss nothing. I don't want to miss out on nothing. I want all the messages that we can possibly receive. Ooh, yeah, that definitely jumped out there. Hit my knee and then shot over by the chair. That message is the Queen of Wands. Hold on, I'll show it to you. Get this eyeball. Okay. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Ooh, Queen of Wands. The first thing I noticed on this card? Ooh, I see something else. Ooh, I see it completely a little bit better now. With a wand. Okay, it's the Queen of Wands. First, I seen the lions above her head. Since it says a queen, they so freaky. They got this looking like a man. How a man gonna be a queen, or it might be a king in his queen energy, in his feminine energy. Yeah, that's what they're saying to me because it looks like a man. Okay, so with that being said, I noticed the lines above his head. Okay, and lions is king of the jungle. Okay, in this case, the queen. You know, uh, and then I looked down. I seen a black cat facing the man. Which is the Queen of Wands, represents the Queen of Wands. Just want to point out that it's a man, even though it's the Queen of Wands, so I won't repeat it. And the throne that he's sitting on has on the place where you lay your hand, the arm of the throne, it has a lion head with the fur and may even have a paw, but I can't see it. That's the individual representing the Queen of Wands robe, okay? And he's holding a wand, okay, with 3 branches or leaves sticking out, one coming out the top, one coming out the side so far down, and the other one coming out the other side so far down from that one. So let me see overall what this card is saying to me. The Queen of Wands. Okay. And he holding a flower. Over the desert, and it looks like water. And on the water side, the robe, or like a shawl over his garb. The garb is gold color, yellow-ish, in the what I call it, the shawl that's blue. The longer part is hanging down on the side of where the water's at. And the other side, it's not hanging so far down, you know. It cuts off near the arm of the throne. So blue is significant. And I happen to have on blue today. Queen of Wands, lions, which represent king of the jungle, has received queen energy, which the throne of the queen, the power of the queen. So somebody coming into their queen power, somebody coming into the divine feminine power, whether you're male or female. You know what I'm saying? It's power, but it's feminine power because it's not masculine power. Over and understand what feminine and masculine mean. You know what I'm saying? Not at all time does one necessarily have to demonstrate in masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be times you got to come in feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? And you got both Y and X chromosomes in you, so you got both feminine and masculine energy in you. You know, and a lot of y'all don't want to admit it that y'all was raised by a mama, you weren't raised by your daddy. So you got more feminine energy than you got masculine anyway, regardless of how hard you try to act. You know what I'm saying? The harder you act, the more your feminine energy gonna show. You know what I'm saying? Because that feminine is in you. You know what I'm saying? Only way you're gonna balance it out if you think it's too much. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come into knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? You got to know who you are. You got to embrace it in order to control it. Okay? Embrace it in order to control it. Because if you don't embrace it, then you can't change it. Anything in your life that you want to change, you got to embrace it first. You can't fight it. It's like Neo in the Matrix fighting the agent. How come they couldn't kill each other? Because you can't kill yourself. The agent was Neo's lower self. Neo's the higher self. He was fighting with his straw man, you know what I'm saying? His lower nature. Come on. And that's why in the end he realized you gotta stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't win. Give in and let it be. But don't give in as far as your energy into that negativity, but don't fight it. Remember at that one point where he didn't even run, he just stopped and caught the bullets. And then in the other one, when he realized that it was fighting through the whole city, you know what I'm saying, office buildings and everything, he come to realize, and the agent entered him, but didn't dominate him. So the agent had to accept, I can't defeat the high self. I can't defeat Neo. You know what I'm saying? So, and long as Neo don't fight him, guess what? Ain't no fight. Take two to fight. You know what I'm saying? Don't fight the energy. Give in and focus on your higher self. And you can reach your Queen of Pentacles. That's the only way you're going to reach your Queen of Pentacles. Give in and evolve from whatever's holding you back, holding you down, or in your way, or that you're not comfortable with. Give in to it. Because the fear is going to create something that's going to be another obstacle. That's why fear can't be an option. You got to face it head on and overcome it. And then, but when you do that on the other side, what do you think it's going to be? Victory. You know what I'm saying? In whatever form it's supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? You embrace whatever is offered, whatever the gift is, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And wait for that next break. You know, and you keep going and going and going. This is how you serve, fam. All right, so that's the energy starting out. That was a powerful energy starting out, wasn't it? Okay, we're going to go into Mazi. You got the T. We're going to get 7 cards out of here. All right. Mazi's the Chosen One, 144 deck. Shout out to Mazi. Man, I dropped a whole lot of cards. One. Almost got. Almost came back. That's 2. We got 6 more, and then at the bottom, 4 more, and then the card at the bottom. Let's do this. Okay, there's another one. There's another one. One more. This is the Moorish Oracle. Doing a reading with 2 decks of card. The Chosen 144 deck. Maji got the T. There we go. Spirit said, don't keep talking about Maji. Get to the cards. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold up. Yeah, get one more. And then the bottom card. Supposed to start out with the bottom card anyway. There we go. All right. The bottom card is empath. For those that are empaths, okay, that relates with their empathic talent, skills, abilities, where you feel other people's energy, whether it's their pain or their sorrow or just what they're going through. Okay. Be mindful, you know, at all times. Look up what an empath is, get a broader inner and understanding so you can identify it when you find yourself going through it or experiencing it. Okay. Next card is Do Not Worry. Okay. Some of y'all might be going through some difficult times or maybe in fear of something, a situation or circumstance or anything, whatever it is, don't worry. You know why? Worrying gonna create another problem for you, and it's gonna make your other problems worse. So what's the use of worrying? Like I started out, anything you dealing with, face it head on. You know, strong, courageous, willing to deal with it. When I say deal with it, meaning finding a solution. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that solution is right on the other side of facing what the problem is and dealing with that issue and seeing it through. And then on the other side, opportunity. Generational curse breaker. For those that identify that you've been going through overcoming traumas and curses, that you've been taught, that you come to realize that were lies, that was misinformation, that were false. Okay, you're the generational curse breaker. It's not easy, but it's a task, and somebody got to do it. You was called to do it. Keep going. It's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? It's already better because you gotta appreciate the value of what you're gaining within. It ain't always about the physical. Can't look at the physical. The more you look at the physical, the worse that physical gonna become because it's not in the physical. You are not the physical. You are a spirit. So you gotta tap into your spirit and accept the self that you truly are. You gotta let this physical go. That's a lie too. That's gonna pass away. You gotta tap into what lives forever, what's divine, what's infinite, what's everlasting. And that's your higher self. And you can live in that higher self while you're here on earth. That's why you the universal curse breaker. You got to come to this realization within yourself of why you have such a calling. And it's best to embrace it, not fight it. You're going to make it worse for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like any and all things that we got to do, embrace it. All right, fine. Next card, hidden secrets. Okay, some of y'all may be dealing with some hidden secrets, or somebody holding some secrets from y'all. Spirit just telling you. You might be dealing with somebody or talking to somebody today, or got in contact with somebody you ain't talked to in a while, and you notice something being held back. God's ambassador. Some of y'all may identify with being God's ambassador. You're on a mission for God. You got a divine mission. You're a spiritual warrior. You're a light worker. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all may even be spiritual healers, but God's ambassador. You do all kind of work for God. Whatever your talent, skills, and gifts are. Hang in there, stay strong. Next card, dream messages. Pay attention to your dreams. The messages coming through your dreams. Okay. And then enemies. Okay. Everybody got enemies. Somebody that don't like you. Somebody that wants to hurt you. They might not never hurt you, but they have thoughts to hurt you. Makes them their enemy. And it's dangerous for you to be around them. You know what I'm saying? Because they just be inspired to hurt you one day if it's just pushing on you. You know what I'm saying? Or cussing you out. We're not entitled to receive any projections from anybody, or any violations. We're not here to be violated, So beware. Keep your circle small. Don't trust everybody and anybody, because you're going to have a lot of enemies around you and not even know it. And with enemies around you, got to keep in mind, their energy hurts you. Just the low vibrational energy of being around your enemies, it weighs on your energy. You know what I'm saying? So you do yourself an injustice when you're around your enemies. Stay away from your enemies. That's the message of this card. Stay away from your enemies. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in the company of your enemies, fam. You got to remember, we are energy. We're a ball of energy. Even though you've been taught to think that you're the physical, you know, when deep down you know you're more than the physical. Because you know it's something in you that controls this body. But you weren't taught about it, and you don't care to know since they ain't bothered to teach you. You know, you're not curious. You're not curious George. You know what I'm saying? Only the curious George get to come into knowledge, you know, get to meet their higher self, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy in that glory. Everybody don't want that life. they entitled to not choose it. All right, fam, we're going to this next deck. I'm going to draw 6 cards and then a card at the bottom. Okay. Let's see what we got going on over here. Let's do this. What card was that? Yep, the devil card and the magician card showing at the bottom. The devil card and the magician card, overcoming some things, using your best skills and talents and abilities, your inner strength, courage. That's what that's telling me. Yeah. Some of y'all can relate with that, huh? All right, here we go. I'm gonna have to draw. I'm gonna draw. Dig in here. Draw a card. This one card. We shuffle again. Thought one flipped over. Did it? Tried to. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. Uh-oh. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna take in. They all came back together. Sure, and that's what I needed. And then the card. We're gonna go with this card at the bottom instead of shuffling, which is the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Now let's look at the cards, because somebody gets 7 of Cups. Ooh, you got a snake in one of these cups. You got look like a dragon in one of the cups. Like a reef, maybe representing peace. You got another cup that look like an abundance of jewelry. Another cup that look like a castle. It ain't the best looking council, but I guess it's in a cup, so they had to put a type of council in the cup. You got somebody's head. I guess they nicely groomed, so it's enhancing of appearance. And then you got this cup that got, it look like somebody with a white, let me show it to you. With a white robe over themselves with their arms out, make them look like they Casper the Friendly Ghost. And they lit up with red around them, around their aura, around their being. And that's the 7 of Cups. So I guess you can have like 7 different things in your mind that you want, that you vision, that's coming to you. So you got 7 things coming, because 7 of Cups is your card, the 7. I just heard some of y'all life lesson number is 7. Some of y'all have 7 days, you know. 7 days is significant. On the 7th of this month can be significant. Okay? All right, so that's the 7 of Cups. All right, let's go in the order that they came, since they came like they did. Now I go back like this and start with the first one that I dropped. Okay, this is the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you need to get away to work on your pentacles. Whatever your pentacles is, some of y'all need to get away and work on your pentacles. And the reason why I say that is because you see that house in the background, castle, which I'll say is his home. Okay. And the distance he is away, that's what told me that some of y'all need to get away and work on your pentacles. Because these pentacles serve a higher purpose. And you got to put your best into this in order for the manifest to be what it should be. Because some of y'all head for greatness. This is 2026, according to the Gregorian calendar. And big things is looking to go down in 2026. Big things, okay? So that's the Eight of Pentacles. That's what that's telling me. Got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Okay, he got one wand stationary behind him. He's holding the other wand, but he's holding it higher up than what the other wand is setting. And he's holding a ball in his right hand. The Two of Wands. Wands, I'm going to say, represents magic, abilities, talent, skills that can be used to create things, okay? Because wands, you can hit it down and like Moses split the Red Sea with his staff, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so these wands represents his power through his talents, gifts, and skills. And if you got wands, then I'm gonna say you're into magic, and I'm gonna say that's where this ball comes from, even though the ball looked like a globe, and it could be a globe, but who's to say it's not what they call them, a crystal ball, you know what I'm saying? But when he's looking at it, he sees the world, you know what I'm saying? And that crystal ball maybe even is not a ball, it represents his vision for the world. Okay, so you're supposed to take your talent, skills, and gifts and envision things for the world, for the people, this new beginning, you know what I'm saying? Because you're coming with new gifts, skills, and ability that's beneficial to the world. So it's like you take your vision and you extend it throughout the community, throughout the nation, you know what I'm saying, throughout the world. That's the Two of Wands. Okay, you got the Queen of Swords. Okay, Queen of Swords. Somebody on some freaky stuff, because they keep making these queens look like they're kings. But anyway, one thing I noticed, she's in the clouds, above the clouds actually, and it's a bird flying above her, and she's holding her sword in her right hand, her left hand is extended, like she's extending a privilege or opportunity, or, giving somebody the okay. So, in your power, you're going to open up a lot of doors for people. Yeah, you're going to open up a lot of doors through your Queen of Swords. Because to me, swords represent the truth. Okay? So you're going to use your truth to open up the doors for people. That's what it's saying to me. It ain't no more complicated than that. Okay? Or don't go no deeper than that. All right. So we had the Seven of Pentacles, we had the Eight of Pentacles. What was this? The Pentacles? No, Seven of Cups. We had Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. Now we got the World card. We got the World card. And the World card is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. You know what I'm saying? It means you done reached that level. You done reached 360. You know what I'm saying? Physical, mental, and spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Or you have put in enough work on these three-dimensional planes in order to vibrate and bring about this World card. And the World card is everything provided. And it's got 4 animals on here, which made me think about the 4 beasts from earlier or yesterday when I was discussing that in one of them chapters, I think. When I was breaking down the circle in Moorish thought. Yeah. Okay. Now, what this is saying to me, the World card, she's naked with a purple wreath. It's like, just to me, it's saying you're so light as a feather because you receive everything to where you're just so pure. You're so free. You're so light as a feather to the point where there's not one drop of worry in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Even though people with money tend to have more problems, you know what I'm saying? But this is the World card. Just because you got money, you rich, don't mean you got the world. You know what I'm saying? You can be a billionaire and feel like you got the world, but if you ain't operating on a 3-dimensional plane and you just straight physical, you ain't got nothing but some money. And a fool and his money shall soon part. Okay? So with this World card, especially being on the throne, the previous card with the Queen of Swords, you in your truth, you know what I'm saying? See, you on a different level. It ain't about money. And that's what people got to understand. Everything ain't about money. You more valuable than money because you money. See, that's what you got to remember. You the money. And when you the money, it becomes about your character. It's about your inner treasures. It's about what makes you so great, which is your attributes, your principles, your moral code of conduct. And from there, what are your natural talents, skills, abilities, and potential? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about, bringing the greatness out of you. Said, I see greatness in you. You know what I'm saying? I see God in you. I see a goddess in you. I see an emperor in you. I see an empress in you. Okay? So, in the purple, you've been thrown, you've been given a mantle of power. You know what I'm saying? If, as you speak, you create, you know. And when I say you, I'm talking about the one that's applied to, that's on this level. You know what I'm saying? So don't imagine somebody taking it and doing wickedness, because nobody was wicked making their way up to receive the world card. You had to be good, you had to be pure, you had to have good intent and put forth the effort and the work to get here. You had to earn your way, okay? You had to earn your way, so it's just pure high vibrational energy, okay? All right, it's the world card, that's what they're saying to me. Then you got the judgment card, okay? You got the judgment card. Yeah, as you stand in your power, you got to impose judgment. You know what I'm saying? You're the justice. We're chief justices. So we have to create and make law to govern. You know what I'm saying? Because we done came into our power. So you got to judge, but you got to be judged in order to judge. You know what I'm saying? To be a good judge, you got to be judged. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be judged in order to correct and balance and shape and mold into that higher wisdom, that higher knowledge, that higher inner and understanding into self. You know what I'm saying? And when you vibrate like that, you can judge with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And you can judge justly. When you judge, you bring happiness to the society. You bring peace. You bring love. You know what I'm saying? This kind of justice you are. You don't bring misery. You don't bring pain. You don't bring poverty. You know what I'm saying? You don't bring none of that, because they ain't the kind of judgment we talking about, but the justice we talking about. You know what I'm saying? We talking about judging with a heart, you know what I'm saying, that brings about improvement, that brings about the best in the other individual or the one that we're judging. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel the love, they feel the truth, they feel the peace, they feel your intent. They know you want the best for them, and they're going to give it to you because they want the best for themselves. And they're grateful that you inspired them through your judgment. Okay? That's what they call it saying to me. Okay, last but not least, fam. You got the Six of Cups. You got the Six of Cups, which is someone, what this is saying right here from the judgment card, when you're able to judge in such a way, then you're able to reward those who have followed your example and your guidance and give them their cup, because it's Six of Cups, and this look like a girl, look like Little Red Riding Hood, giving another little girl or little lady, she looked like Little Red Riding Hood too, but she got yellow hair. The other girl, her hair covered with the red thing around her. It's like a shawl, but with a tail. Okay. I showed it to you, didn't I? Okay. She's giving her a cup with flowers in it. You know what I'm saying? So from the judgment card, you judging one, they being grateful, you can give them that cup. You know what I'm saying? When they bring about that change due to your judgment, which set them right in their path, and they did what they're supposed to, then they get their cup. Or in some situation, people in general that listen and follow, you give them their cup, which puts them in a position where they can receive the same uh, Queen of Swords on her throne in order for them to receive the world card, they wear a world card, in order to be put in the same position to judge like you judge. You know what I'm saying? With a heart, with the person's best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? Out of love, out of truth, out of peace, out of the greatest intent. You know what I'm saying? Because we would never be like nothing like our oppressors, nothing like those who thought they was oppressing us. You know what I'm saying? That was a lie and an illusion. It's just we both gave life to it. That's why it appeared to be real, but it wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? Because it was physical and it was fake and it was based in falsehood. It wasn't based in truth. You got to understand what real is. Real ain't real just because you've seen it and witnessed it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of illusions we witness every day. It don't make them real. It says, the prophet tells us, the things we see are but reflexes just appearing, while the ethers vibrate so and so, and as conditions change, they disappear. So one minute you're looking at something, and the next minute it's gone. It ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? So nothing you see is real. And that's what the whole message has been, why you got to seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. You got to tap into the unseen in order to make sense of the things that you see. Okay? So that's what that card means to me, which is basically replicating, you know what I'm saying, what you are, regurgitating what you become, and basically creating baby kids. But have vibrational baby kids. All right, family, with that being said, I hope that the message resonated with you. I hope that it was a form of inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. Okay? All right, fam. Peace, love, and happiness. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day, night, or whenever you're watching this. This is the Moorish Oracle. You know what I'm saying? Here giving divine read. Okay? Peace, fam.